Stand position. Now, student creed.
I develop myself physically and mentally based on the mile high Christ spirit. I will only fight to protect my life and the lives of others. I achieve my fullest potential in knowledge, honesty, and strength.
What's your goal?
Whatever I
Come to attention. Bow, courtesy. All right, go and start moving your feet. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to get our bodies warmed up a little bit today. Today, our focus of class is our fitness test. Everybody say fitness.
Fitness.
All right, so on the backs of your cards, you may have noticed by now that you have a whole bunch of different things that you do. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and on that card, I got to reset our timer here. I'll get it in a second. What we do every progress check or right after a test, we set goals. But on our test and our progress test, we like to see where we're at. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's good to set goals, but you don't know where you're at on your path to your goal if you don't check it. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Or you don't know if you're accomplishing your goal. Today, you want to see if you can accomplish that goal. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go start moving your feet or moving your arms while moving your feet. There you go. We're trying to get our muscles a little bit warmed up today. Now, parents, while we do our fitness test, we ask that you guys step on the floor with your student. You slip off your socks and your shoes. Step on the floor with your student, and you're their coach. You're there to encourage them and to help them count and to help them keep themselves accountable for their performance. There we go. Go ahead, start making big circles. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. And backwards.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, and backwards.
Yes, ma'am.
And backwards.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, fantastic voices. There we go. Go ahead and take your feet. Make a circle. Oh, man, make a circle.
Yes, ma'am.
Make a circle.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, there we go. I know the snow tries to steal our words, but not today. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And use the other ankle. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Draw a circle. Warming those muscles up. All right, parents and coaches, please step off your socks and shoes and step on the floor with your student. Your student should have on the floor in front of them a card and a pen, or their card and a pen. Raise your hand if you will not have a coach. Xavier, you do have a card, sir. It's under your last name, and Miss Juana should help you find it. Miss Juana should help you find it. There we go. All right, so everybody take a knee for me, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, we have some students on the floor who their families are also on the floor, so they might need a little bit of help with coaching. So we'll have some of our black belts or pep cyclers help out. Let's see, Mr. Aiden, go back to your spot. Yes, ma'am? Aiden. Aiden, back on your spot. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Aiden. There we go. All right, so Mr. Hemzo, I'm going to have you with Mr. Aiden. Thank you, sir. Miss Layla, I'm going to put you with Mr. Dylan. Ma'am, thank you very much. Let's see. Xavier, do you need a coach today? Yes, ma'am? Mr. Tark, I'm going to have you be Mr. Xavier's coach. Oh, my goodness, we have two Xaviers. Ms. Brokaw, will you be Xavier's coach? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Oh, raise your hand if you still need a coach. Okay. Dylan, you got a coach, sir. All right. Ms. Benzo's got Mr. Behan there. All right. Alexander, where's your coach? You don't have one? Can you go invite them on the floor? Are they sitting on the bench right now? Can you invite them to take off their socks and shoes and sit next to you and encourage you? Thank you, sir. All right. So today, everybody go ahead and look at your card. You have the name side of your card. And then on the back side of your card, there's 3 different columns for your physical fitness. We are putting all of our numbers that we accomplished today underneath the test column because this week is our test week. Thank you. So this week is test week, so you're putting these underneath the test column. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you should all have pens. If you don't have a pen, make sure you raise your hand, please, so that you can make sure you get a pen. If at any point you notice your pen's not working, wave your pen up in the air and we'll see you and we'll help you get a pen. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
A working pen, that is. All of your exercises are going to be done for 30 seconds today. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your goal is to make sure you push yourself to do them strong. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, first up today is your push-ups. Miss Layla's going to come up here and she's going to demonstrate what your push-ups look like. Thank you, ma'am. So she's going to make sure she has one shape, her body is one straight line. She's going to go all the way down, and then she's going to go all the way up. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
And then she's going to get as many as she can, just like that. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
Give
ma'am.
Miss Layla one clap. Give her two claps. So thank you.
Thank you.
Now, coaches, we have students who sometimes they try to do these because they're still learning. Students, your elbows need to bend for it to be a push-up. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
There you
ma'am.
go. These are head bobs. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
These are body bends. We don't do these ones either. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
These ones are push-ups. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
You bend
ma'am.
your elbows all the way down, and then you push yourself all the way up. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead and get ready for your push-ups. We're going to get started in 3 seconds. 2, 1, and go. There we go, all the way down, all the way up. You guys got this. There you go. Push me probably be better, be stronger. Go ahead and keep that number written down. Next up is your sit-ups. Next up is your sit-ups. So I'm going to have Mr. Lucas come on up here.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Lucas. He's going to lay down on the ground. Now, his coach will probably help him out a little bit. He can hold his feet to the ground. Now, if you don't want your coach to help you, let your coach know. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
There you go. You can hold them to the ground like this. If your coach is also your partner, you guys can help anchor your guys' ankles this way. Yes, ma'am? The goal is to sit all the way up. Go ahead, Mr. Lucas. Oh, man, maybe he needs help. That's okay. If he needs help, or if your student is still developing those core muscles, all they need is a pinky. A pinky worth of help on the sleeve. They're going to get all the way up. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, get all the way up, all the way back down. That's one. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Get as many as you guys can. Give Mr. Lucas one clap. Give him 2 claps. Say thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, you guys gonna get ready in 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and whoa. Time. Next up is your leg lift. So make sure you guys write that number down underneath that test column. Next up is those leg lifts. I'm going to have Ms. Vashti come on up here. Thank you, Ms. Vashti. All right, Ms. Vashti's going to demonstrate your leg lift. So she's going to lay down on the ground. She's going to put her hands right next to her underneath her torsos. She's going to put her feet straight out. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Without touching her feet to the ground, she's going to go to about a 45-degree angle and then back down. But not touching. Floor is level. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Keep her knees straight the entire time. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
some of your students may need a little bit of help knowing where 45 is. You guys can just put your hands out to let them know. They might even need a little bit of help to make sure they don't touch the ground, and you guys can do that as well. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys, go ahead and give me the last one clap. Give it 2 claps. So thank you.
Thank you.
Now, students, these ones aren't legless. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
My knees are bending. We gotta make sure we keep our knees what?
Straight.
Oh, we gotta keep our knees what?
Straight.
There we go. All right, guys, we're gonna start in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1, go. All right. Mr. Christopher, come on up here for me, sir. Thank you, Mr. Christopher. So Mr. Christopher, he's going to demonstrate what our squats look like. So his hands are going to go up by his face. He's going to sit down in a tiny chair, and then he's going to go all the way up. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And I notice how he keeps his back straight and his head high the entire time. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Give Mr. Christopher 1 clap. Give 2 claps. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Christopher. Students, we also see this sometimes. Is that a squat?
No.
No. So make sure you guys keep those backs nice and straight, those heads up high, and your hands up by your face. All right, guys, go and stand up, yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, and go. There you go, Cooper. All the way down, Cooper. All the way down to those knees. There you go. Keep the hands up. There you go, Redmond. Keep that back nice and straight. There you go, Alex. You got this. There you go, Gabriel. Thank you, sir. Go ahead, get that number written down. Mr. Ashan, let me have you come up here for me. Thank you, Mr. Ashan. Mr. Ashan is going to show us mountain climbers. So he's going to go down in push-up position. And he's going to tuck his knees as tight as he can. He's going to alternate. 1, 1, 2, 2. And if you can move faster, 3, 4, 5, 5. If they're moving so fast you guys can't count, you can choose parents to count 1 as they go up, and then you can count 1, 2, 3. Yes?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Now, students, make sure you guys keep your butts low, just like Mr. Ashan. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Parents, one way you can help them remind them that is just tell them long legs if their butts start to creep way up to the sky. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Give Mr. Ashan 1 clap. Give him 2 claps. Say thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, go ahead and get ready for those mountain climbers. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. I'm going to make sure you guys write that number down. Let's see. Mr. Dillon. Mr. Dillon, are you ready to show us how to jump rope? Yes, ma'am? All right, come on up here, Mr. Dillon. So he's going to reach into his karate pocket, and he's going to pull out his invisible jump rope. He gets it nice and ready. Get set, go. Make sure he's twisting that rope and jumping over it at the same time. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, coaches, we are going to count. As long as their arms are moving, we're going to count every single hop that our student does in 30 seconds. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. Give Mr. Dillon one clap. Give him 2 claps. So thank you.
Thank you.
Good job, Mr. Dillon. All right, guys, go and stand up, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Call out your invisible jump rope. And get ready. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and go. There you go. Make sure you do those hops. Twisting the rope. Twisting the rope. Make sure your rope twist. There you go, Dr. Michaela. Make sure you're hopping. Keep on, keep on, keep on. There you go, Miss Lady. There you go, Miss Sandros. Hi. Next up is your front kicks. Next up is your front kicks. Let me have Mr. Oscar come on up here. Thank you for that strong bell courtesy, Mr. Oscar. He's going to step towards everybody with a laugh. He's going to make sure his hands step by his face. He's going to pick 1, and then 1, and then 2, and then 2, and 3, and 3. Yes, ma'am? And he's going to keep going nice and strong. Every single one of those kicks were really strong snaps. And he's working to make sure they're waist level. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And most importantly, where were his hands? Yes, exactly. Everybody give Mr. Oscar 1 clap. Give him 2 claps. So yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Oscar. All right, guys, go ahead and get ready for your front kicks. Yes, ma'am? All right, hands up by your face. Wait a second, Jose. Get set. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. And go! Michaela, we can't see you! Cooper, watch your hands, you got this! There we go. Come on, Jason, Michaela, make sure we can see you late, guys. There you go, Alex. Make sure your hands are up for me. There you go. Almost there, guys, almost there. There you go, Ocean. Make sure you have a strong snap. Time! Go ahead, get that number. Let me have Miss Fernanda come on up here. Thank you, Miss Fernanda. So Miss Fernanda's going to show us how we're going to do our front punches. She's going to drop into that strong horse stance. Bending her knees nice and low, her hands are on her sides. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
When she starts, she's going to punch one hand out, and then she's going to punch the other hand out. Every single time, right, going down the center. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Coaches, you guys can even give a handout to your students. If you do that, though, please make sure it's only one hand. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
we don't want them throwing their punches way out here. We want them right down the middle. We're going to count them. Ready? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Just like that. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Everybody gives Miss Fernanda 1 clap. Give her 2 claps. Say thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Go ahead and stand up for me. Thank you for my love. Drop into that strong horse stance. All right, backs up nice and tall. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, and go. Time, go ahead, write that number down. All right, guys, if you already had numbers written down on your card, maybe underneath the progress column or even also under the goal column, This is the opportunity to look at your card. Did you beat your goals?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. That means next week you're going to set even stronger ones. Did you guys, if this is your first time on your card, that's okay. Did you guys set some strong goals for next time?
Yes.
Awesome. Because you want to beat them, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. After you take a look at your card, please bring your card up to Miss Wanninger right up by the chair. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Bring your pen right to me into this basket and return to your spot. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
ma'am. Go. Thank you. There we go, guys. Thank you.
McCoy, I
Where
know
did I
you.
say the card goes? Miss Wanninger.
Sweat back out.
Hey, Aiden. Where's Miss Wanninger? There you go.
Give me 20. I looked like this on
All right, reach up for the sky, reach for your toes. Oh, I heard a couple yes ma'am. There we go. Countdown from 10.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And feet 2 shoulder widths apart. Thank you very much. Reaching for the middle. Countdown from 10.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Over to your left leg. Countdown from 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And over to your right leg. Countdown from 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Back to the middle.
Yes, ma'am.
Jason, Michaela, we can't see you guys. Oh, Jen, I can't see you. Oh, wait, I do see you. Never mind. And go ahead and stand up for me. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, shake your leg out. Shake your leg out. Here we go. Aya! Oh, come on, guys. You guys are warming up your voice. They're going to say, Aya! You say, Aya! Gabriel, if you have to use the restroom, you don't need to ask. Go. All right, one more time. Ready? Aya! Everybody say, stop!
Stop.
Leave me alone!
Leave me alone.
All right, go and take a knee for me. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody say, stranger.
Stranger.
So this whole month we've been talking about what a stranger is. Somebody raise your hand, tell me what you guys remember strangers. Mr. Santiago. Stand up, come to attention. Go, Kirsty. There you go. Thank you, sir.
Someone you don't know.
Somebody you don't know, give him one clap. There you go. Thank you, Mr. Santiago. Mr. Fidel. And Phil.
A stranger is someone that your parents didn't say that you could go see.
There you go. A stranger is somebody your parents didn't say you could go see. Give them one clap. There you go. So everybody sit, get your fingers ready for me. I want you guys to do this with me. Say, a stranger.
A stranger
Is anyone
is anyone
I don't know
I don't know
until
until
mom or dad
mom or dad
say okay.
say okay.
All right, so a stranger is anybody you don't know. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Until mom or dad say that they are okay. Is the person who at the grocery store checks out your groceries, are they a stranger?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Are you guys with your parents usually when you're talking to them?
Yes,
There
ma'am.
you go. The only way that would not be okay is if that grocer said, hey, why don't you come with me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that would be not okay. There are good strangers and there are bad strangers. Like that person on the bench, unless that's your parent, you probably don't know them.
Yes, ma'am.
Are they a stranger?
Yes, ma'am.
Unless they're your parent, in which case is that person over there, they're a stranger, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Anybody you don't know. But is that person going to try to take you home with you? If they're your parent, then yes, they are, but then you know them. I heard a yes. Maybe. We don't know, but they're probably a good stranger, right? There you go. I'm sure they're a good stranger, otherwise they wouldn't be here. Go ahead and stand up for me, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Too slow, take a knee.
Yes, ma'am.
We have strangers, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then there's lures. Lure is anything a stranger could say or do to get you to go with them, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So a stranger could ask you to come see their puppy in their car, or do you want a whole bunch of candy? They've got some in their car. Oh man, what? I need help finding a job. I need help getting a job. There you go. It's okay to interrupt strangers, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Are kids strangers?
Yes.
Yes. Kids are strangers too. Ever say kids are strangers too?
Kids are strangers too.
Kids are strangers too. So if you guys are ever at the playground and a kid invites you to come over to their house, should you just go with them?
No, ma'am.
But they're my same age. I should be able to
No,
trust them.
ma'am.
You're right. You never know. Yes, Sam?
Yes, ma'am.
Ask your parents first, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because once your parents say they're okay, then they're no longer strangers, are they?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Awesome. Ever say internet?
Internet.
On the internet. Who plays games? I know Among Us for a while was bad. Who maybe still plays Among Us? Okay, I saw hands go down. All right.
I used to play.
When you played Among Us, did you talk to people?
No, ma'am.
Or any of your other video games that you might play on the internet? Do you talk to people on the internet?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I know some video games you might, but should you is the question.
No, ma'am. Unless you're playing with a friend.
Then you know them, right?
Yes.
When you're on the internet playing a video game, should you ever tell somebody your name?
No, ma'am.
Where you live?
No, ma'am.
What school you go to?
No, ma'am.
Your parents' names?
No, ma'am.
Your address?
No, ma'am.
Your phone number?
No, ma'am.
How old you are?
No, ma'am.
Your parents' names?
No, ma'am.
You should never tell them anything about you. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Not even your favorite color. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That way you keep yourself safe. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Ever stand up for me? Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
This whole month we've been working on wrist grabs and how to get out of them. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
We're going to review all of those today. Now, parents, raise your hand, please, if you feel more. Actually, instead, parents, if you do not want your student working with a partner in class, please join your student out on the floor now. That way you can be their partner instead. All you'll be doing is grabbing your student today. And I'll give you guys time to do that, to step on the floor and slip your socks and shoes back on. Everybody take a knee from me, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
The first wrist grab we are going to practice is if somebody grabbed us with the same side wrist grab. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
So, let's see, Miss Benzo, she's going to be the big bad meanie today. She's going to grab same side wrist grab. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Students, this is how you're going to take turns grabbing your partner. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Same hand, same side. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
What you're going to do to get out is you're going to step in and pet the dog. And then you're going to step back out, eye contact with your partner, and say,
I stop, leave me alone.
awesome, making that strong eye contact. Aya, stop, leave me alone. The important thing is you guys are super loud, and you say, Aya, stop, leave me alone. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Other thing, ever say, be a nice partner.
Be a nice partner.
There you go. Mr. Tart, come on up here, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. My shortest assistant today. Am I going to be a nice partner if all I do is I hold on super tight? Go ahead and try to get away, sir. Is that a good partner?
No, ma'am.
No, I'm not being a good partner at all. So you guys gotta be, it's like, oh my gosh. Be a good partner. Hold on to them, but we're letting them learn first. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And then we'll make them actually have to use it. He's gonna step in, pet the dog, and step back and say,
Stop, leave me alone.
with that strong
Aya.
eye contact. There you go. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Tarek. Everybody give Mr. Tarek one clap. Here's one to one clap. Stand up for me, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Before we practice with partners, put your hand up. Oscar, stand up. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am? Thank you. Your hand is out there. You're going to step in. Pet the dog. Step back and say,
I stop, leave me alone.
there you go. Everybody raise your hand for me. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
This first row right here, turn around. You're now facing your partner. Yes, ma'am? Just this first row. We will get you partner. Miss Sandra will be your partner. Oh, well. Miss Sandra will be your partner instead. There you go. Thank you. Third row right here. Go ahead and turn around for me. Yes, ma'am? All right, that's your partner. And if you're like, wait a second, I still don't have a partner facing me, raise your hand. Yes, ma'am? All right. We'll get you right here. Go ahead, face your partner. Come to attention. Bow, Christy. Now, we're going to be good partners, yes?
Yes,
Light grabs, not super tight. We're going to take turns, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Look, this is my partner. I'm going to grab him. He gets out, and then he's going to grab me. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Same side, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Taking turns. Go ahead. Get started, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Time! Go ahead, take a knee for me, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, why are we also practicing it on our peers? Well, what if a friend ever grabbed us? We turn around and, right? No, ma'am. Everybody say, no, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. If our friend grabbed us, we don't want them to never like us again, do we?
No, ma'am.
No, but we don't want to be grabbed. So we just pull away. We pet the dog. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Next up, we're going to do a cross sandwich grab. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
So if somebody grabbed us across their body, so opposite side, opposite hand. So Miss Benzo, she's reaching across her body to my arm. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Ever say big hello?
Big hello.
Quick goodbye.
Quick goodbye.
I'm going to step in. I'm going to say big hello. Goodbye. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And then what I do, I step back and I say, with eye contact. There you go. Another thing I want you guys to make sure you guys are focusing on. If a teacher sees me on the playground and I do this to my friend, what does my teacher see?
You're starting a fight.
I'm starting a fight, even though I was defending myself. My teacher sees that I'm starting trouble. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
what should your hands do?
Open hand.
Open hand. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
You're saying with your whole body, stop. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys, go ahead and stand up for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Put your hand down in front of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for my yes, ma'am. Make a big circle. Quick goodbye. There you go. Now, when you guys make that big circle, it's going to go in front of your belly button and around, and then behind your shoulder down. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what's going to help you guys with this one. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys, taking turns as your partner. Go. And time. Go ahead and take a knee, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to squeeze in one more, and we practiced this one last week. Even from a knee, go and put your hand out, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Cookie jar. Go up. Oh, you're gonna stand up for me, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Put your hand out, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
You're gonna reach into the cookie jar. Now remember, cookie jars have bottoms. You can't get the cookies from the bottom, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There's a counter. There's everything in the way. You can't get through, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
So always go through the top of the cookie jar. Your cookie is your hand, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
So hold that cookie nice and strong. Take a step in. Go up.
Aya.
Step back and say.
Aya.
Okay, so with your partner, I'm gonna grab this. There we go. You're gonna grab your partner with two hands, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, while your partner could be very effective with this one, even if you guys strong-arm them, are we gonna do that? No, because you guys are all amazing partners. You hold on. She's gonna reach for her cookie in the cookie jar. She's gonna step in, go up, and say, "Hey, stop! Leave me alone." There you go. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Nice and strong, taking turns. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go. And time. Go ahead, face your partner. Come to attention. Bow courtesy. Say thank you, partner.
Thank you, partner.
All right, guys, go and turn around. Hands behind your back. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, everybody say Saturday.
Saturday.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Graduation.
Graduation.
North Metro Church.
Church.
If you guys lost your hand about when graduation is, please let an instructor know so we can make sure you guys get one with all that information on it. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, hands behind your back.
Yes, ma'am.
Next week, we're going to start learning some jump kicks, too. So, woo! It's a special week next week. So show me that black belt focus for me. Hands behind your back, standing up nice and tall.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ready to end the class nice and strong. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Black belt creed.
As a dedicated student of the martial arts, I live my life by the principles of black belt. Modesty, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, and dominable spirit.
Punch attention. Bow courtesy.
Yes, ma'am.
Loud and proud position.
Yeah, my karate is the best man. Awesome.
Go ahead and clean your spots, guys. Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye, Gabriel. Bye. Have a good night, ma'am.
I got one for you.
What? Jordan's here too. There you go. No worries. We only had 2 students in the 3 today. Everybody else